I'm Adrienne Fast, the Curator of Art and Visual Culture at the Reach Gallery Museum in Abbotsford, BC. In the summer of 2019, the Reach presented a group exhibition titled Something More Than Nothing that featured work by 6 very different contemporary artists: Aganetha Dyck, Colleen Heslin, Michael Mandiberg, Kelly Mark, Madia Sikander, and Andrew Norman Wilson. The contemporary work by these artists was further complemented with displays of objects, images, and texts taken from the Reach's own historical collections. This is already an incredibly diverse group of artists, whose work has probably never been brought together and shown in the same exhibition before. With the addition of the historical displays, visitors could be forgiven for thinking that all of these things were incredibly dissimilar and perhaps that they didn't have very much in common. However, although in many ways the sections of the exhibition were poles apart in terms of their visual or formal qualities, everything featured in Something More Than Nothing had everything in common with each other thematically. Our goal in putting together this exhibition was to shed some light on and hopefully spark some meaningful discussions about different forms of hidden or invisible labor, that is, work that is not seen, valued, or adequately paid. Take domestic work, for example, including both housework like laundry and cooking, but also care work, supporting children or elders. This is work that is absolutely essential to our society, but we don't financially compensate the people, usually women, who perform this work in a way that's proportionate to its importance. Artist Aganetha Dyck has been asking us to question that status quo for more than 40 years. She created her Shrunken Clothing series by repeatedly washing woolen clothes in hot water until they shrunk so much they resemble small sculptures. As an artist, she's performing labor that is essentially identical to the labor of a laundress. So why does society value the same labor differently when it's done by different people? The artist Andrew Norman Wilson's series, titled Scan Ops, sheds light on another form of labor that in many ways was meant to be as invisible as possible. Each of these images is taken from a book that has been digitized as a part of the Google Books project. Each book has been painstakingly scanned page by page by a low-paid worker, but Google intended for their presence to be completely unseen. Wilson has scoured the online archive to compile these images that are evidence of these workers' existence, reminding us that digital work is still often performed by human beings. Nearby, the work of New York-based artist Michael Mandiberg also challenges us to think about the invisible work that is being done digitally all the time by people all over the world. An installation of 221 photographs installed in a grid pattern is titled View from the Window at Work. For each photograph, Mandiberg contracted an anonymous worker through an online crowdsourcing platform, asking them to each take a photograph of what they see from where they work. Although the workers themselves are absent for the most part from these images, there are nevertheless poignant clues or echoes of them in the resulting images. This video tour has only been able to introduce a small proportion of the ideas that were presented in this exhibition, but every object, image, and text that was included in this show was selected in order to draw our attention to labor that, although often overlooked or ignored, is nevertheless essential. Work that is fundamentally something more than nothing. Thank you for listening, and please look for future videos coming soon.